Welcome back to Primitive Organic Garden. It is April 17th. It's been a while since I made a video because I don't have a working computer at the moment. I've tried to upload videos directly from my phone to YouTube, but for some reason, even though I'm filming the videos in a landscape orientation, for some reason they upload to YouTube in a slim portrait orientation that is missing a lot of material on the sides. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can upload this using someone else's computer. This has been one of the coldest winters I've seen in South Carolina, in my little swamp area, for at least 15 or 20 years. Very cold for us. We got down to the 20s, stayed down there for a week. We've had an exceptionally cool spring. It's the middle of April and we're still getting nights in the low 40s. The daytime highs have barely been 70s. I'm actually loving this weather. It's the first time we've really had, a chance to grow a lot of cool season crops into the spring. I got all this chard and cilantro. Summer crops are quite far behind what they normally would be at this time of the year. Dinosaur kale's doing good. Lots of garlic. Strawberries are just now starting to flower. Trying sun chokes for the first time this year. Zorro, stop barking, bud. Arugula went to seed. Some flamingo chard. Quite a bit of lettuce still doing good from the winter. Been harvesting the lettuce like crazy. Took this whole plant out the other day. It's already sprouting back. Red lettuce too. That beautiful red lettuce. All from seed. Organic, beyond organic. Potato plant's looking good. Citrus trees doing good. I'll show you all the blue peas. Blue peas are dope. These blue peas. So much blue peas. Dandelion is looking gorgeous. Look, beautiful dandelion. Look at this assassin bug. Those are great beneficial insects to have in the garden. Pumpkin coming up. Some tomatoes. It's just been a gorgeous spring. Cool weather. no mosquitoes. It's been very, very dry, which I've been really enjoying. This is one of the easiest gardening seasons I've had. Haven't had to water much, haven't had to do much anything this year. Just nice, cool temperatures, low humidity. Very unusual weather for us, and I am loving it. Normally by this time of the year it's 95 degrees in the day, and 80 at night, 100% humidity, and tons of insect and disease pressure. I got some corn growing in the shade, which isn't ideal, but this was low-end real estate, and corn's not a big priority for me. Corn is so cheap at the store, you know, I can get even organic corn for 50 cents an ear, but at the same time, the store might not be there pretty soon, so it's important to learn how to grow corn. Same thing with beans and potatoes. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, you can get a 3-pound bag of potatoes at the store for $2. Why are you bothering to grow potatoes? Well, if the store's not there, I want to make sure I know how to grow potatoes. Same thing with these beans here, with this corn here, even with all these peas. Peas are really cheap, but I want to make sure I know how to grow them. It's one of the biggest gardens I've had this year. It's just been great weather. Got beans and tomatillos coming up. The mint patches are looking glorious. Look at all that wonderful mint. Gotta find out something to do with it. I can just use it for mulch. Got lots of okra and sunflowers coming up. I accidentally overwatered this today. I set a little sprinkler and went inside, and the sprinkler was supposed to rotate, but I guess it got kind of jammed up and just started shooting all the water in one direction, and so some of this stuff's a little dry and some of this stuff's a little wet, but everything's coming along nicely. This is my hugelkultur bed. First year with the hugelkultur was tough. All that nitrogen was locked up in the breakdown of the wood. I just kept supplementing nitrogen, you know, fish emulsion, urine, green leaves, whatever have you, coffee grounds, and you know, now 2 years into it, the hugelkultur is just glorious looking. I don't have to water it, I don't have to fertilize it, I don't have to weed. It's the nicest bed in the entire garden. The highest end real estate in the entire garden is the hugelkultur bed right here. And it's now next to a compost pile that's kind of in garden. So, but yeah, here's the hugelkultur bed. You can see the cilantro and the chard and the leeks and the lettuce. They're all just absolutely thriving in this hugelkultur. The hugelkultur's, you know, 3/4 sun, 1/4 kind of shade over here. Got some eggplant coming up in the hugelkultur, spinach, potatoes, all still doing good. Well, I don't want this video to run too long because I don't really have the computer video editing capacity to do much with it. Probably won't have any music for today's video, but just wanted to show y'all the garden and apologize for the fact that it's been at least 2 months since I uploaded a video. It's not that I've been abandoning the garden. As y'all can clearly see, the garden has exploded. I just haven't really been doing the computer part of the garden lately. The computer part of the garden is probably my least favorite part of the garden, but this is kind of an educational garden, so if I'm not uploading videos or, you know, using the garden to help other people garden and improve the community level food security, I'm not really doing, you know, my job. So it's important to make sure that I'm uploading videos at least occasionally, you know, once a month or so. I have been inviting a lot of people over to the garden and been giving away a lot of plants and doing some, you know, little garden workshops. I actually had one of my neighbors help me plant some beans over here, and, you know, just kind of doing some things to encourage other people in the neighborhood to garden and, like I said, improve all our food security. Got some really nice blackberries that volunteered late last summer. I brought in some pine logs to use as a border for this, what was a compost pile last year. And I guess the pine logs must have been covered in blackberry seeds, because right around the perimeter of the bed, in the exact line of where I placed the pine logs, I now have a bunch of volunteer black raspberry plants or blackberry plants, and they're starting to flower year 1.5, year 2 now, so I'm excited to see if I get some blackberries this year. Blackberries, in my experience, are notoriously difficult to grow from seed, to cultivate. They don't like to be transplanted, but when they volunteer, they sure do well. They're the type of plant that kind of resists cultivation, a plant that prefers to grow where it wants to grow. You just have to forage it. It's just some nice volunteer lettuce. This was a compost pile last year, but now it's kind of a volunteer garlic patch. This is interesting. This is some, you know, red corn here. It's not a fresh eaten corn, it's more of a processing corn for grits or whatnot, but it actually survived, you know, multiple days of frost, which is kind of interesting. All the sweet corn was just absolutely trashed when we had some frost back in March, and that flint corn or flower corn there seemed to do just fine. Got another little lettuce patch here. You know, I planted the other 2 patches of lettuce over here in full sun because I planted them back in December. I just planted this, you know, about a month ago. So as you can see, as the time of year progresses, I go from seeding lettuce in full sun in the dead of winter to seeding lettuce in part shade, part sun, you know, mid-spring. And by midsummer, if I want to try to do some lettuce, I'll be seeding the lettuce in full shade. So you can see the lettuce patch kind of progressively marches across from sun to shade as the year goes. And that's kind of a pattern with a lot of crops. You know, I can do some winter crops like kale and collards and even some cilantro and stuff like that through the summer if I put them, you know, in full shade under this oak tree. And even some of the sun-loving crops like tomatoes and whatnot, I'll end up moving them to part shade in August just so I don't have to water them twice a day. Got lots of wildflowers coming up here for the bees. Got lots of mint, lots of mustard and arugula going to seed. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here before it gets too long, but thank you all for tuning in. Just wanted to give you all a quick update. Sorry I haven't uploaded a video recently, but I will try to get a little bit better about that.